Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time, but it's going to be worth a while. Um, so in today's video, we'll be focusing on cricket and um, how to play cricket, um, like the simple way of playing cricket, like an overview of how to play it. And then later, we're going to be talking about the PSL. Um, so if you're watching this video, please like, subscribe, share the video, and please leave your comments down below. And yeah, Shabir, take it away.
Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about cricket, which is my favorite sport. Basically, cricket is a game between bat and ball, and it can be played anywhere, basically. It consists of a cricket bat and a cricket ball. For beginners, you can also start with a tennis ball or a plastic ball, and usually for kids, you start with plastic bats too, just so they don't get hurt, and then you gradually improve.
Yeah,
And with tennis, then tape ball, and then hard ball. Tape ball is basically you wrap tape around the tennis ball, and then you switch to hard ball, which is the actual cricket ball. And for
and
bats too, you start with plastic, and then you move on to wooden, and then the willow hard ball ones, which are the actual ones.
how many in a team? How many players are there?
A team has 11 players, and when you're starting, you can have less players. Like, say, for example, you're playing for fun. You can have 5 to 6, or even 2 players minimum. That would suffice.
Yeah, like the batter and then the person that's batting, right?
Uh, the bowler.
The baller. Yep. And then there's outfielders too.
Yeah, the fielders. To get the ball basically
Yeah.
when it goes far. And there's a wicket keeper, which is behind the batsman. So goes bats, and even if there's an edge of the bat, he he catches it, then the batsman is out.
So
And if the ball hits the wicket,
would you say it's similar to baseball kind of, or no, it's two different sports? Well, obviously it's two different sports, but for beginners, they could see like how to play cricket from baseball, kind of like the team, the formation, kind of there's the batter, there's the bowler, there's the outfielders.
it is a difference. For example, you have to bounce the ball in cricket, and in baseball, you just throw it.
Oh yeah,
So that's the difference. And a few other differences too.
yeah. What else? So can you take us to, like, for example, what's the purpose of the bowler, and what kind of techniques can he use to not to let the batter get the ball?
The purpose of the ball is to get the batsman out and to ball pitch. So I was saying the purpose of the bowler is to get the batsman out and aim for his pitch the ball so it hits the wicket. Or another way is also by pitching the ball to the batsman's leg or toe so he gets leg before wicket, which is also a form of getting out. When the ball hits your leg before the wicket, before it hits the wicket, the purpose of the bowler is to get the batsman out and basically aim for the wickets or the batsman's legs or
Yeah.
toes.
And what is the purpose of the batter is to just hit the ball, right? And to get a six or
No, the purpose of him is to not get out and save his wicket
yeah.
and basically stay at the crease as long as he can.
Okay.
And
And
also to score runs, yeah.
yeah, what are the runs? Like how many are there and what are the numbers?
The runs are countless, like it goes on. For
Okay.
the batsman, it goes on.
Okay.
And for the team too.
And what is the number of boundaries? Like what boundaries are there?
There are two boundaries, so there's a 4 and a 6. 4 is when you hit the ball and it bounces at least once before touching the rope, which is the boundary for 4 runs. And a 6 is when you hit the shot and straight into the crowd. 6
Oh,
runs maximum, and that's the maximum amount of runs you can score. Like maximum
yeah.
amount of
Yeah,
runs in the boundary.
exactly. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. And what's the purpose of the umpire?
Or umpire he gives the decisions and the signals, like to check if the batsman is out and if there's a no ball, like when the ball he crosses the line,
Mm.
the crease basically is what is above, like ahead of the crease. That's a no ball, and that's a free hit. Then to the batsman, and if the batsman gets out on that ball, he's not out. Then
Mm.
even if he gets out, he's not out.
Oh, damn. And what is the purpose? How many outfielders are there, and what is their purpose in the game?
Fielders in the power play. So when it's the bowling power play, it's the first 10 overs in one day, in a 1 day game, which is 50 overs. And 1 over is 6 balls. So it's 50 overs. So in that, there are maximum 3 to 4 fielders. And after that, you can have 5 fielders around the whole stadium, the 30-yard circle,
Mm.
they call it. And yeah,
That's cool. Go
there are also fielders at the circle.
inside the circle. Yeah.
Yeah, and they stop the singles basically. Like when the batsman hits the ball and so there are also those fielders. They're called the cover, point, and slip. So fielders are beside the wicketkeeper. There's one person beside the wicketkeeper, and like the person beside the wicketkeeper, then another person, and another person, like maximum in a 1 day game. In a test match, you can have a lot of fielders there. There's no restrictions. And test match is 5 days long, the longest format. Then there's also T20. It's the shortest one of 20 overs. It's about 2.5 hours to 3.
That's cool. So, what is your favorite players in each position in cricket?
So my favorite batsman is Babar Azam from the Pakistan team of Singh. And for a bowler, it's Jamil Khan, fast bowler. For spin, it's different. For
Yeah.
spin, there's off spin and leg spin. So off spin, like ball spins from the first stump to the middle stump. And for leg spin, it spins from the middle stump to the first stump. So for off spin, it's right now it's Muhammad Nawaz, I would say. And for leg spin, it's Shazad Khan.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. What else do I want to ask? In what weather situation is it the best to play cricket?
Ideally,
In
the
your
best
opinion, in your
best weather,
opinion.
yeah, best weather is when it's really hot and sunny, clear skies. That's the best weather. And the worst weather to play is in snow or like icy conditions.
Mm.
It's really hard to play in that.
So in what weather conditions do they cancel the match? Is it the snowy weather, rainy weather, wind?
The conditions they cancel the match in are rainy conditions and snow
Which
and
makes
then
sense, yeah.
ice. Ice actually they played.
Really?
There was a league they played on ice.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And windy conditions, they're still playing windy
Oh,
conditions. But if it's like extreme wind,
yeah,
then they can't play in that. Sorry.
yeah. Okay, okay. So do you want to talk us about the PSL?
Sure, yeah. So is Pakistan Super League, which is Pakistan's own T20,
Sorry, you
and
said
it's PSL means Pakistan Super League, so it's Pakistan T20 League,
T20 League. Okay.
and yeah, it started in 2016. That was the first edition, and this year it was the sixth edition. And so for PSL, there's also IPL, that's Indian Premier League in just T20. So based on that, Pakistan thought of doing their own league, and then we started PSL.
Okay. Okay. So Shabir is going to talk about the T20 World Cup that is starting tomorrow. So take it away, Shabir.
Basically, yeah, yeah, 20 over and it's starting tomorrow till I think a month. It's a month long or more, and the big match is on the 24th.
Oh, who?
India versus Pakistan.
Uh,
It's at 10 a.m. our time, Toronto time. So hope Pakistan wins this time. They've lost 5 times now to India in
consecutively?
this. Yeah,
Oh.
5-0. So it's a
So
bad
can you
record.
take us around the game plan or like the game plan from Pakistan's perspective? Like how have they lost 5 times? Did they change their system? Did they try something new after they've lost, or have they just stayed the same, like their tactics, whatever?
Yeah, last time they changed their tactics. Like Afridi was the captain, so he came at number three, which was not ideal because the opener got out, so one
Mm,
wicket was down for Pakistan, and then he came in. But his role is the finisher, like coming after a few
at the
wickets have
end, yeah.
fallen and then helping and get the top. So last time they lost because of that,
Mm,
and they what else was there? They didn't play a bowler, fast bowler, and they played spinner.
oh,
And their team selection wasn't good.
wasn't good. Okay. So what would you, after you've watched them for so long, Shabir, what would you advise them to do in terms of management, in terms of team management, in terms of maybe their tactics, in terms of their team selection? What would you do if you were like coaching them against, like if you were coaching Pakistan against India this time? What would you do different?
I would go with the game plan of playing a team, and so I would go with the game plan of a balanced team. And
Balanced team. Okay.
if we toss bat first and give India a big target, so
Mm.
it's harder for them to chase. And when they're batting, we get early wickets, which makes it really tough for them.
Hello guys, so we have some technical difficulties, so bear with us. He's going to Shabir is going to repeat a sentence about what would he do if he were the coach for Pakistan versus India.
If I was the coach, number one, get a team, and then
Hello guys, sorry again. Yeah, we're going to turn off our video, just so that it's more easier to talk and listen to, because yeah, hopefully this works out now. Shabir, you can speak now. It should work.
so I was saying make a balanced team, balanced sorry, balanced playing 11, like the 11 players that are going to play that day. And then second thing, if we win the toss, we bat first. If we lose the toss, then obviously they're going to bat first probably. So then get them out as early as we can and restrict them to a low score. And when we bat, we get a good start with the openers. And second thing, if we win the toss, then we bat first and give them a really high score. So it's difficult for them to chase it.
Mm.
And when they start batting, we get early wickets. So then it gets really hard for them to win the match.
So what are they doing? What is India doing that's making them win 5 times in a row? Like what have they done which is stopping Pakistan from winning?
So they did the exact same thing I said. Like the last match, Pakistan won the toss and they batted first. Then what they did is got the openers out early, and then
No.
they kept getting the batsmen out. So
Mm.
the score was really less. And when they started batting, then their openers, they gave them a good start and didn't get out till later. And then Pakistan got wickets in the middle, but then Virat Kohli, their captain, he just made them win. He took his time, stayed on the crease, and kept scoring runs, singles, doubles, and then boundaries.
He took the
Okay.
game away. And another player also they had, Yuvraj Singh, retired 2 years ago. He also did the same thing, and both of them made them win.
So Shabir, do you know what the starting lineup or the squad will be for Pakistan in the T20 World Cup?
Yes, yeah, yeah. Squad. I know the squad right now because the starting lineup they announced it on the match, the like before the match, 30 minutes before. So I can tell you the squad right now. So it's Babar Azam, the captain, then Shazad Khan, the vice captain, and their leg spinner. Then it's Asif Ali, the hitter basically, like he plays like Afridi, like a power hitter. He mainly scores boundaries. He hits the ball far. Then there's Fakhar Zaman. He's the opener. Opener is the two batsmen. Openers are the two batsmen that start the innings and come when the team is batting. So there's him. Then there's Heather Ali. He's also an opener and a middle order batsman, so he can play both places. He's also like a hitter, so he hits the ball far, uh,
Mm,
hard too sometimes. Then there's Haris Rauf, the fast bowler. Fast bowler is the bowler that bowls with pace, like he goes really fast. Speed is really fast. And then there's Hassan Ali, another fast bowler. And there's Imad Hussain, the left arm spinner, off spinner, he is. And then there's Mohammad Hafiz. He can play as a opener too and as a middle order batsman. But mainly he plays in middle order. He's pretty experienced, been playing from 2003, so a lot of experience. Then there's Mohammad Nawaz, another off spinner. He's also left arm. Then there's Shoaib Malik. He's been playing from 1999, so a really experienced guy. And this is like his last tournament. He said he retired after this World Cup, T20 World Cup. Then there's Mohammad Wasim Jr. They say Junior because there's another player named Mohammad Wasim and he used to play. Now he's the chief selector, so that's why he's a junior. Then there's Mohammad Rizwan who plays opener and he's a wicketkeeper. Then there's Sarfraz Ahmed, the old captain of Pakistan for all three formats. He's also a wicketkeeper and a middle order batsman. So middle order batsmen they play in the middle order, like number 4, 5, 6.
oh,
And openers they play the first two positions, number 1 and number 2. Then there's number 3, that's called one down. One down, and then there's other players are Shine Shah Afridi, very good fast bowler. He reminds me of Wasim Akram, he's very good right now. And then there's yeah, that's about it for the squad.
okay. So in terms of this T20 World Cup, do you think Pakistan has the biggest advantage to winning it? And who else has a good squad as good as Pakistan in this World Cup?
They definitely have an advantage of winning it, and I'd say India's really strong too, the squad, and then other teams like
Mm.
England, Australia, and I'd like to also see the reserve players, those Pushto Shah, Yasa Hedu, and Shanawaz Dahani, the fast bowler, and Usman Khader, another leg spinner. These are like the substitutes they took in this play.
Thank you, Shabir, for telling us about the Pakistan team selection. So we've heard the Pakistan and India is a big rivalry. Is there any other team that is a rival against Pakistan?
I'd say the biggest rival is India. Then after that, it's like Afghanistan. Yeah, that's it. But India definitely the biggest.
Okay. Can you talk us more about England's squad? Like, um, are they a big
Sure,
matchup for Pakistan?
sure, I'll talk about their squad.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean I meant to say India, not England. So like, would you like? Can you talk us more about England? I mean, India versus Pakistan rivalry.
Sure. So the rivalry is pretty old between these countries since they got divided in 47. So they've been like rivals. And in terms of cricket, probably between that time. So they've been playing each other since that year, and it's called the mother of all battles. This rivalry, and like always big when these two countries play in any sport, like in soccer or wrestling, hockey, any sport. And India has been getting the better of Pakistan recently,
Mm.
but Pakistan won against them last in 2017 Champions Trophy, ICC Champions Trophy, and after that they've been losing to them in ICC tournaments. But outside of ICC tournaments, Pakistan is ahead of them. They've won more matches. It's just ICC tournaments that Pakistan hasn't won from them, except the 2009 ICC Champions Trophy. Yeah, that's okay.
That's pretty cool. So there's a lot of history between India and Pakistan in terms of cricket.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I guess rivalry is the point of the sport. You know, like when you play, you want to face an opponent who is sometimes like a rival. So there's more tension in the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, like these games fixed, like there's betting involved. So like
Yeah.
the governments are involved,
So it's a really
and
big deal.
yeah, the
Yeah.
bookies, the fixers.
Yeah.
So sometimes they decide that let India win other tribes in like Pakistan. Right?
Oh yeah, I've heard that too. You've told me.
So a lot of the time the result is based on this. Like many times that's like why Pakistan is the batting and stuff.
Yeah. So Shabir, do you have anything else to talk about cricket?
Yeah, I'd say that's about it. We
Okay.
covered a lot.
Yeah, we covered how to play cricket, how the PSL, what it is. We talked about T20. We talked about Pakistan, their team, their selection for the T20 World Cup. We talked about the rivalry against India. Um, so yeah, I think we covered a lot in terms of cricket. And yeah, thank you, Shibir, for letting us learn about all these stuff.
You're welcome.
And yeah, if you guys have any comments, any suggestions, any questions about cricket or anything else, please leave them below in the comment section, and everyone have a good day.